Guys, we are taking up now.
Everybody wants.
No, you're not supposed to talk yet. No. Okay, welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. This video is by, I think, naleybynature. I like her videos when they pop up. She's fire with it. She's dope. This is a video about authenticity. You hear me say it in all of my videos, and it's a very big thing for me that even if people I'm meeting in my life currently are even giving me more pointers on my human design and other things, but I don't want to get into any metaphysical stuff, spiritual stuff right now, but just about how to allow myself to be even more. So it's great. I'm just surrounded by great, amazing individual go-getters and stuff now, and everything is moving so awesome, and it's amazing. But anytime a video about authenticity pops up, I have to make a video on it because I'm telling you, society attacks it if you truly understand what it means to be on the frequency of authenticity. And I truthfully think that's one of the closest relationships you can get with God also, is just being the way God intended you to. Flaws and all, and growing into the mastery of yourself. Anyways, let's get into this video and not yap any longer. Thank you for tapping into the frequency, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever have a video for me to watch, don't worry, I'm going to get a better way of you to get those to me. Just drop them in the comments 100 times if you want across all videos. And if I see it, I will take it and watch it. Other than that, let's hop in. Now, don't get on me. I know my sitting posture is horrible, but let's check this out. I don't know why that was tapped on, but yeah, ready? All right, let's watch this. I'm not going to put on headphones. I just haven't been using my headphones lately, but here we go.
Everybody wants to be authentic until they actually meet someone who is truly authentic, and then they fucking hate their guts. And that's because authenticity is not rewarded. It is actually punishable by society, because authentic people are just truly themselves. They're not trying to be like anybody else. They're not trying to be different. They're not trying to have outrageous opinions just to be different. Authentic people are just themselves. They are going to say what's on their mind. They're a little intense and quirky. They would rather confront the issues versus overthinking. And this is what society hates, because society has been indoctrinated into believing that authenticity should look, act, and behave a certain way. But authenticity does not have a sexual preference. It does not have a social status. And as someone who has been teaching people and coaching people on confidence, I can tell you right now that you cannot be a confident person if you are not an authentic person. And authentic people are just themselves. They have just refined who they already are, and they are in full acceptance of who they are. They're not worried about how they're coming off. And I think that this is one of the biggest issues I see in society, is that a lot of people are allowing so much harm to happen in real time because they're afraid of how they're going to appear in the world. And this is what makes you so disingenuous. This is what makes you a fake. This is what makes you a pretender, is that you're not truly being true to who you are. A lot of people are like worried about not confronting the issues that are happening in their relationships. They're not confronting, what's happening in the workplace. They're not confronting what's happening in the world. They can't even begin to see what's happening in the world because they're so afraid of how they're going to be perceived. And this is the worst thing that is happening in our society. And then what's so strange is that at the same time, everyone's trying to be authentic. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's just trying to have these, takes about life and spirituality and therapy. And then you're a fucking fake. You're a pretender, you're a phony. And then when you meet someone who is actually authentic, you're afraid because they can see right through your bullshit. Everybody.
Why? No! My microphone was muted. Oh, not again, bro. Oh, bro, no. I did it again, guys. So earlier, I've been shooting videos. I've been doing some work in the background. I'm helping some really, really great people, entrepreneurs and everything, build their social medias. Oh my gosh. and today's just been like a busier one. And my microphone was muted again. And the last hour and a half, I shot a video that was like 30 minutes long twice, almost 3 times over. And the little red button was beeping on my microphone. I don't know if I'm like burned out or what's going on for today. Sorry, my hair's all wild, but we're gonna shoot this video, dude. I was literally just talking for 4 minutes straight. Well, no, it was like 3. Let me not be dramatic. And it was muted, dude. I was saying some fire. Now, I always end up saying some fire, but fuck how that feels, bro. One of the worst things as a creator who mainly just makes videos and commentates over stuff. When you are not recording, your microphone's not picking up, or you go to look and something's a black screen, or it's not catching any of the footage of this moment. Oh my gosh, I almost imploded. She was spitting facts. And I scrolled down and read one of the comments. I said, this one, authentic people do not feel threatened by authentic people. I said, here's my comment 9 minutes ago. The whole life path number 9. I thought that was funny. This person, great growth and accountability. I realized this when I started looking at the people that irritated me, and I saw what bothered me, their freedom. Now I've accepted that freedom. I now see how I saw others. And yeah, man, I love, the comments, the growth, and seeing everybody in agreement that are in the comments, because I really believe, and I don't know if I said this in the intro. I guess I'll go back when I go to record this. You're seeing the post recording, so maybe I figured it out. Well, I'll say it again. I think being authentically you is one of the highest forms of not only spirituality, connection to God, whatever. It's just one of the highest vibrations in the universe stat. Like when people talk about love being a very high vibration, I don't want to get too mystical, but even psychology wise, I think it's one of the most freeing things, because freedom, that big term right there, freedom of the mind, not being trapped in a box, not worrying about society standards. And I'm telling you, it's like waking up out of the matrix. I feel like that's one of the keys of when you kind of wake up from your own matrix you're in. You do that and you see how the matrix attacks you, because yeah, authentic people that are truly authentic will not attack other authentic people. And I want to say this too. People who are on a certain spiritual level, like that have done the depth digging of their own soul and going within their own psyche and triggers and understanding just getting down to the nitty gritty of who they are and their triggers and their traumas and the things that they bounce back from. Those people will never talk down on you. The funny thing is I see a lot of people who are rich or millionaires or whatever, or people who are chasing their dreams. You'll never have someone who is chasing their dreams or doing the thing or just being them and creating the reality they want to live in talk down to you. Now you might get those bad apples in the bunch that do just be belittling people or whatever, that are perceptively, depending on who you are, above people. But 9 times out of 10 from what I've seen, if it's people, being a go-getter in life and being authentically who they are, the energy is contagious. That confidence is contagious. It makes you really want to embody that self if you don't have, the blinders on. But you know what I'm saying? Authenticity, man, is one of those things that I've seen it in spirituality too. Like when she dropped at the end, like there's a lot of people trying to be authentic now. And what funny enough, there's a content creator that I connect with sometimes, The Power of I Am, where he says it in his videos, man, where like, is authenticity one of the only things that we can't manifest? Think about that. Like, I don't think you can try to be authentic. I think you can only just take the things that you feel like make you in your, like, all aspects, whether it's your sarcasm, the shadow, everything, everyone talks about in the psyche, and then just own it and be it and balance it out. If you're somebody who's too much of a dick, try to be nicer. If you're too nice to people, start learning how to be kind, because nice is a little bit manipulative because you're trying to get something. Just try to be kind. Do those slight shifts, but don't sacrifice your complete being for other people to fit their mold. No, fit your own mold, man. This is your reality. Like, we are all living our own personal realities in our mind, and we're the only ones that are going to own a few cubic centimeters of space that is actually ours. That's a quote from George Orwell, I think. Yeah, that I used to have behind me in other videos. But I think about that when it comes to perception, because you're a bunch of nerves walking around. You're a nervous system. But in all honesty, I really think authenticity is attacked because people have been programmed in society of what it, you see this a lot with people needing validation to even exist. It's like, validate yourself to exist. You validate yourself. You don't need validation outside of yourself. And it is so freeing when you don't have to worry about the things you say and the tiptoeing. It makes, and this is coming from someone who knows it better than anyone, dude. I've been authentically myself for a while, but I had certain parts of my personality that weren't really me, but they were parts of me, which is like, overthinking and that, and et cetera, et cetera. But then I just let it go because it got too tiring. It gets too tiring. You get tired of yourself. And then eventually that pain or that tiredness or the anxiety, depression, whatever it is, it turns into power, man. When you're at your lowest moments, your superpower activates. And it's really that inner world when you recognize that, like, oh, hey, like, you know what? I'm just me. I'm a beast for just being me. I don't need any validation to feel like I'm $1 million or feel like this or feel like I am loved. And when you do that, you will literally see a flip in reality, a change. And man, me really embodying the things I have now, I've seen my life has literally 180. Like, when I really stopped letting things that people have said in the past, people that have left my life or whatever, get to me. And I found an amazing community of people, bro. And that's what this whole, it's like, it's funny. One of the women in my community was literally like, yo, this woman is a beast. She's 70 plus years old, and you would have never, bro, you can't even tell. She has the soul of a 20-year-old. She's amazing. And she does cosmic human design and stuff, right? But listen, she was talking about it to me. She was like, yo, you preach being your most authentic self in your videos and be your authentic self. And she's saying you're over here holding back your tongue. She said, and you telling me part of your community, they can feel that. Because remember, everyone is really a reflection of you. If we're talking about, getting into spiritual stuff a little bit, she said, they're feeling that's literally reality reflecting to you that you need to let go. Let your throat chakra sing. That's what you do. Like she said, you'll probably have a viral moment and I'll be here being your cheerleader. But she said, I bet you thought someone like me couldn't enjoy your videos. She said, I was laughing all the way through. And it just felt so, amazing to hear that, because I say what I say in my videos and I embody what I say, because that's always my intent going into making every video. I want people to recognize that power within them that I have within myself. And that's it. And that's who I'm always going to be. It doesn't matter. I'm always going to tell you to be bold and go for what you want to create and create your reality. You don't need anyone outside of yourself. And if you're still stuck in that loop of trying to think you got to, chase validation or get anything, no, nothing in this world makes you, man. You're made of stardust. Like, let's get that shit straight. But the thing I like that she touched on is like the people trying to be authentic. Don't try, just be. It's about being, embody it, embodiment. You can't like try someone else's style and that be authentically you. That doesn't work. You can't like even when it comes to content creation. Let me talk about this real quick. I've talked to creators that say it, man. Try everything. Like, don't just listen to like strategies of like niching down and doing this. No, try everything. Be everything. See what works. See what doesn't work. Create your own story and use strategies that have, that will get you seen or whatever. Use strategies that are smart, but also don't get caught up in the process. Be you and see what works for you and what is your unique expression to the world, rather than having like 1,000 different philanthropists try to pop up and do like what Mr. Beast is doing. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of thing is like, don't be a clone. Don't be a follower. Be you, because there is so much untapped potential and authenticity out there that's just screaming to be out in the world with so many different unique perspectives. I see so many funny ass content creators all day long. There are, I feel like, a lot of, and again, like attracts like, so maybe I see a lot of unique different creators in my algorithms and stuff because I embody it and I seek after it, not on purpose, but it's like I get a lot of content creators who really feel they keep the integrity of what they do, even when it comes to spirituality. Like they just keep it a G with you, you know, believe what you believe. This is what I believe. If you don't really dig it or whatever, just, hey, go somewhere else. Like they don't even care. Like they just be them. And that feels more authentic than trying to sell you, you know, like sell you on some manifestation techniques and things like that. It's like, nah, you know, and that's why I also love the Power of I Am's channel and connecting with him many times in the comments like I've done. He even put one of my testimonials in the video, and he's actually going to put my recent testimonial in his next video. Guaranteed. I didn't even know he was going to do it the first time, but I know this one that I gave him this time, he's going to put it in another video. And that's what I'm just saying is like, I like this community of people that I'm attracted nowadays, because it feels like I'm getting more and more authentic people. And I swear to God, I want to be around authentic people till I die. And I will, who just, they don't get offended and they're just being them and they're chilling and nothing feels personal and nothing feels like, oh, well, you did that. You know, that's what I'm saying is like, and it feels crazy because the thing that I've faced in the past is that, you know, I'm being me. I'm making moves based on what I think is beneficial to my life. And it's almost like there's choices I make when don't really indirectly what am I saying? I'm fucking losing English. Don't directly impact others. You know what I think it is? Why I'm speaking like this too? Because of my hour-long video recording session, my microphone being muted has like caused me to go deranged a bit. But you know what I'm saying? Where my choices haven't directly impacted anyone, but they still find themselves offended by my choices. It's like, good. My authenticity is being polarizing, as it should be. And I just don't give a shit anymore. And I'm so past that anyways, but I just mean like, it's so good. It is so freeing when you unlock this. Anyway, shout out to Naley by nature. She's a dope content creator. I like a lot of her content. Yeah, and that's it. And I will always make a video on authenticity when the emotions stir up to do it, because I'm like, yes, more of this. I love this topic because I think it's one of the hands down hardest things to do, to be authentic and like not try to put on a mask around friends and not put on a certain mask just to have a certain group of people around you. And, you know, and it feels like the community I'm in now, I don't got to put a mask. Like we genuinely be fucking with each other, joking around, fucking with each other. Yeah. For some reason that felt like an AO moment, but I was like, no. Yeah. Fucking with each other as in like joking on each other and stuff. And it just feels raw, bro. It feels natural. And I'm just like, dude, these are the moments that it really feels like God was telling me, yo, it's time to let go of your old reality, you know, get away from certain family members, things like that. And I made the jump. I said, fuck it, dude. I'm going all in. Because I know all of this manifestation shit is real. I'm going to find my tribe, even if I got to die doing it. I want to see my soul tribe, you know, perception creates reality, dude. And I got it. I'm reaping what I sow and I'm fucking loving it like a McDonald's Happy Meal. Anyways, much love, Moonlight. I'm out of here. Peace.